The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
It's Q101.
Ahoy! Let's go! We're waking up Chicago. Turn up the radio. It's time to start the show. On Q101 with the Morning Crew. Ahoy! Let's go! Welcome to the morning show.
All right, let's go. Give us that proof of life check-in after the weekend. 312-591-8300. That's how you communicate with us for the next 4 hours. Texting, calling. And we have a lot for you as usual. Coming up, Clash with Kenzie at 7:10. We got a prize pack for you if you beat her in a trivia contest. 8 a.m. It is Riot Fest week. We are here. So we will have more 3-day passes for you for Riot Fest.
Where you will riot all 3 days.
Oh, you got some poetry for us to start off with?
No.
Just riot for 3 days.
I'm rioting most likely one day. I will choose one day to riot. I think the whole time.
Yeah.
But you know, if you win, you can riot all three.
Yeah. You can choose your riot adventure.
Listen, I'm getting pregnant and tired, and I told Case, I go, no, we run out of tickets. We can give away mine. It's okay.
Yeah. You know,
Win
riot.
Kenzie's Riot Fest passes.
Yeah, but you want one day, right? You want one day?
I would like to riot once because I really do want to go, but I'm starting to waddle a little when I walk, and it's not great.
I'll just say
a little bit like a duck.
Yeah, and Douglas Park, the park, not smoothed over perfectly.
Oh, you're gonna see something real special. I look like an Oompa Loompa. It's not good.
I think Grant Park is probably more evened out grass-wise, wouldn't you say, Case, than Douglas Park?
It certainly seems like it would be a little more friendly to pregnant women.
Yeah.
Riot Fest is very friendly. I've never seen a pregnant woman at Riot Fest.
Oh, prepare to be mind blown. This is going to be something real special.
There had to be a pregnant woman once at Riot Fest somewhere.
I feel like there's probably people that have given birth at Riot Fest.
Yeah.
I just haven't witnessed them.
I mean,
I'm wildly concerned about early labor between Riot Fest and Twisted Christmas. And things just shake. They say if you rode a horse, you used to give birth early. Like, those stages shake and stuff. I'm like, I don't know.
Well, Brian took his pregnant wife last year to Green Day at the Metro. She got my ticket, which I'm still not thrilled about.
He's not happy about that still.
And then Smashing Pumpkins at the Metro, which was incredibly loud. And by all means, it seems like Brian's baby's turned out okay.
She's okay. Let's see. Pumpkins was, I think, about when she was 7 months pregnant.
Yeah, it was a year. It's a year ago next week.
Yep. Thank you.
I will say, and I'm not taking credit away from the situation. Is that what I'm trying to do?
Right.
I'm just checking. She got to sit at those shows, correct?
She
wasn't like in a pit.
She had like at the Metro in the upstairs balcony. They have ADA, they call it, and so she got to stand and sit in that section, so she was protected, if you will, unlike Douglas Park, where I think they do have those kind of sections, actually.
But we didn't get that for you.
No, I'm aware. No, I've seen my passes. Those got a big old GA right on them.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101. And again, we'll get your weekend highlights here coming up at 6:45. We always like to go through the weekend. If you had something awesome you want to talk about, save it for there and share it with us and call us because we love to hear about your weekends. But first, coming up in a fact that makes your brain just go like this. It blows your mind. 42% of men will not do this with another man. And
Okay.
this is what they were asked in Chicago. 42% say they will not do this with another man. And
That's about right, because I think a lot of guys deny some stuff they would do. So sounds about right.
Yep. I'll give you a hint. It does involve your shirts off, like both men's shirts off. That's the hint.
Both of them?
Both men have their shirts off.
That was my real guess.
What were you going to say?
I was going to say get a massage from a guy.
Ah.
Because a lot of men are like, they will not do a male masseuse. My husband will not.
Yeah.
And then he won't let me have a male either.
Well, there's probably a reason why he's doing it that way.
I go, but you get a girl.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's right.
That's not fair.
And, he's like, you don't get guys. And I'm like, what is that? I don't understand what that means.
Because guys having a girl touch them isn't the same thing?
And then, not that long ago, the Langham got in trouble because 2 women accused a male masseuse of not touching what was supposed to be touched.
Wait. What did you say? What got in trouble?
The Langham, their spa.
Is that a hotel?
Yes.
Okay.
Vanessa.
I only know the Red Roof. I don't know.
Yikes. The Ohio.
Yeah, I don't know
That's
these.
your jam?
I don't know these fancy places.
The Langham has a really nice spa. I had to stay. I never had to get a hotel there, but I
Right.
have done the spa there. And they got in trouble recently, and I never heard the end of it. He goes, "This is exactly why." I go, "It has nothing to do with you being concerned. We get couples massages. You're in the room."
But I got to ask the question again. So what they get in trouble for doing? For inappropriate
It was
touching?
a male masseuse, and 2 women accused him of getting you're getting some grabs. Like
Yeah.
that wasn't, you know what I mean? I didn't ask for a boob massage. You know what I mean?
It's tricky, though, because some women want that for the pain they have going on.
No woman ever has gotten a massage on their boobs.
Really?
No.
But some women have pain because of that time of the month because in that area. I know this.
Yeah, squeezing them and moving them in a circle doesn't make it feel better.
Oh, dear.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Well, it's time for a fact that makes your brain go with Brian and Kenzie on Q101. And I mentioned that 42% of Chicago men will not do this with another man. And I did mention that it does involve both men's shirts are off. And Kenzie almost got it right by guessing about massaging. 42% of Chicago men will not put sunscreen on another man's back. They will not do it. Now, now I've done it.
I was kind of close. I was in the same vein.
Yeah, you were right in the same world of touching another man's shoulders and
lower back.
lower back.
You guys get weird in that zone.
Well, there's just something sensual about rubbing lotion on somebody else. No matter what you do, you can try to block it out.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Genuinely. If your mom needed lotion on her back, would you do it?
I've done that too.
Okay, so did you think it was sensual when you did it?
I did. You can't stop feeling that feeling of rubbing something on somebody.
Okay.
I'm just being honest. Hey, we're not
You
going to.
felt sensual?
I'm not going to be a hypocrite here today and say it's just when you're rubbing lotion on somebody, it feels.
So did you hate rubbing lotion on your mom, or did you like it?
I didn't like it because I felt sensual. It felt like I didn't want to feel sensual about my mom.
Brian, I don't think you should have admitted that on air.
Why? Just listen.
You felt sensual about your mom, you just didn't like it?
I thought we were in the tree of trust here. I thought I could
That's
talk openly.
not good.
Case, don't you think it's a breakthrough for me?
No, I'm glad that for once you're not compartmentalizing and that you're actually being honest with your feelings.
That's right. And with the
Towards your mom.
Well, my mom.
So your sexual feelings towards your mom. I'm happy you're being honest, I guess.
Well, is there
Did
a
you tell
difference?
Megan you felt this way about your mom?
Should you call her?
Maybe we should. The baby was crying all night anyway. She's a little groggy. It might be the time to tell her.
Yeah.
And it's not. No, I mean, like when I rubbed it on a man, it felt sensual too. It just does. I can't help it. It doesn't.
What man have you rubbed sunscreen
His
on?
dad.
It wasn't my dad, but it was someone as old as my dad, which is worse because it was another old man.
Who was it?
It was just a guy I worked with, and he said to me, "Hey,"
Well,
he was my work husband.
where were you
we
with
were
the
in-
guwe that you worked with that you needed to rub lotion on his back?
This is really bad now. We're really getting the weeds on this. We were in Vegas.
I bet you were.
And we were at I didn't expect it. He kind of shocked me, and I didn't want to say no because that felt even more
What
awkward.
did you not expect?
Him to ask me to put lotion on his back.
Okay, anything else after that you didn't expect?
We'll get into that in another show.
You know, they say what happens there stays there. You'd have to bring all this baggage back for us to hear. You weirdo.
Would it have been weirder to say, he says, "Can you put lotion on my back? It's 110 out and there's sun out." And I go, "No, I can't do that." Would that have been weirder? I think so. So I did it, but it felt sensual because I can't help
Were
it.
you guys at a pool?
We were at the pool at the MGM Grand. What do they call that?
Just you two?
Well, there were other people there.
No, but just you two came together. It wasn't like a large group.
It was me and him alone.
I can just imagine you being so bummed out because like girls aren't talking to you, but you're like rubbing lotion on this guy's back.
And by the way, it is Vegas, so the pool scene there is, vibrant with other ladies there. And then they watch me rub lotion on the back of a fat bald man.
They were probably like, they are so cute. This is what I want to. You know what I mean? Though, like, I would have felt like that. Like, oh, look, everything's so much fun and it's so sweet.
Why can't I just find a guy like that?
Yeah.
Well, I
that's
am
what
a guy like that.
You're
I'm
like,
single.
Wait, I'll do you too, bro.
No, look. No, we're not together. Me and him, we're not together.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101. Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101 and 312 checked in. We just gave you the fact that 42% of men in Chicago will not put sunscreen on another man's back. And I said I do that, but I have sensual feelings when it happens. I can't help it. Just rubbing lotion on someone just does that to me, even my mom when I did it for her.
That's just weird, right?
I'm just being honest. Yeah, I thought we were honest on this show.
Sometimes honesty isn't the answer.
Sometimes just slough over it. I can lie a little bit.
I think this is an appropriate white lie scenario. This is a good time to utilize that.
312 texted in. As a man, I can totally put lotion on someone else without it being sensual. Brian has some repressed sexual energy. That could be true, too. I don't know if you're a therapist or not, but it could be. But either way, it's okay to rub lotion on other people. Men, women, dogs, whatever you're going to do it on. Just go ahead and do that. Hey, what was the highlight of your weekend? Hit us up at 312-591-8300. I talked about having the dilemma of taking baby Harper, my 10-month-old girl, to music class at noon on Sunday when football starts. Now, I wish the class was 6 hours. I can't watch Bears games the rest of the year right now. I don't know what I'm going to do. But she cried again at a music class, just like swim class. She went in there and she started bawling.
At the music?
And she loves music. I play guitar for her. She loves it.
What made her cry?
I think she's got something going on where you walk in a room with strangers, and even though she did this with all her family, like Megan's new family, she met new people, something feels like in a school. It was the Old Town School of Folk, and it's a beautiful room. I don't know what happened, and the girl was awesome. The teacher just started bawling, and then we look like the parents that can't control their baby or their baby sucks, like it cries all the time.
Totally.
And she doesn't. She cries way less than everybody else's baby.
But everybody's baby who sucks in public environments are always like, she's great at home. We're like, oh, okay.
It's like when you have a bad girlfriend, like a psycho or a psycho boyfriend. It's like, no,
she's never really like this.
You don't see us when we're alone. It's great.
Meanwhile, Brian came in today and said the baby kept him up all night, so I don't believe you.
Yes, I know. She's like the quietest, awesome baby, and the last 24, 48 hours have not been good. I think she's upset about the Bears loss.
Oh, that must have been it.
God, I don't know how I'm going to watch Bears games. Right now, I don't feel like I can watch them. I can't do it to myself. It's just not worth it. It's so physically debilitating and disgusting of how they played yesterday.
I've never seen you be this upset.
I'm trying to come up with big adjectives because I don't want to yell. I don't want to yell because yelling, why yell? Why do that? I could sit there and yell, but what's the point?
You're like, I had to listen to my baby yell all weekend. I don't want to do it again.
What about you? Your weekend? A highlight of your weekend.
Oh, I thought you were talking to listeners.
Well, listeners, I want you to check in, listeners, at 312-591-8300. Check in with your highlight of your weekend.
So I was really excited because I've been wanting to go to baby stores, right?
Sure, it's fun.
We're in that process now of cribs and furniture. We got to figure it out, okay? And I really wanted to do a lot of this during the second trimester, which I'm in because, before I'm the size of a house and I'm like, oh, God, I don't want to go. I have the energy. I want to take advantage of it and get done with a lot of stuff. I'm planning most of the baby shower already. I want to be done before I feel like crap, okay?
Yeah.
Taking advantage of the time. And I wanted to, there's just nowhere left to do awesome baby/kids shopping, especially for decorating a nursery. There's just nothing. Home Goods completely got rid of their kids section. You can Google it. They completely got rid of it. And now there's 8 aisles of dog crap, which is I honestly love animals, but you couldn't have kept one kids aisle. We didn't need 17 choices for dog bowls and then not a single anything else. So that's disappointing. Babies R Us closed, and then Bye Bye Baby is reportedly closed. Now here's the deal. I Googled it because I'm there could be a standalone, a privately owned store. And I know Bye Bye Baby is also online. So maybe there's a store here and there that did well that they just kept that one going.
You think there's some rogue employees that kept it open? We're keeping this open. They're closing every other store in the country, but we're keeping ours open.
Okay. Well, sometimes people are part of franchises, but not part of, you can privately own. It's a whole thing.
You can privately own a Bye Bye Baby?
You can. Certain companies allow you to either be part of a franchise or I don't know if they were one of them, but certain companies allow you to do that. For ejemplo, when I worked at Famous Dave's, there were certain Famous Dave's. I was part of a corporate franchise. Sucked, okay?
Yeah.
Because we had to do everything every time they wanted to make a change. But there were rogue Famous Dave's that kept everything the original because they were privately owned. They didn't have to do that.
I love the rogue Famous Dave's.
So I was there could be a Bye Bye Baby left that's privately owned. I don't know if the company did that. So I just Google it. And most of them, when you Google and it'll be permanently closed, it pulls that up, right?
Sure.
So that's what I thought. But then one pops up for Crystal Lake. And it's like open till 6 p.m. And it was Sunday with the big Cubs game and the Bears game.
Yeah, a little bit.
And I'm like, but we're technically free, which we aren't normally. And I was like, I really want to go to Bye Bye Baby just really fast, but it's like 40 minutes out of our way.
Yeah.
And my husband agreed. He's like, okay, let's go. He goes, we're going to get lunch somewhere with the TV, though. So I can say, I'm like, that's fine. So we drive all the way out there, and he's like excited. And I'm like, we could come home with a crib today. Like, I was so giddy in the car talking about the specific thing. I had a little checklist on my phone of like, I want to look for this and this and this while we're there. I was pumped. I've never got to go to one. We pull up, and he's like, that looks kind of dark, doesn't it?
They have a Spirit Halloween sign out front on
I'm
it.
like, it does look a little closer. I go, maybe they have shades.
Yeah.
Some really nice shades in the window or something. That thing was closed as hell. There wasn't a diaper, a sock. It looked like the Grinch came through, okay? I was shooketh.
It's a rogue store that wanted to close at 1 p.m. and they go, Kenzie, pull up. Pull the shades down. Act like we're not home. Be quiet, everybody. Turn the lights out.
We literally looked in, and it was all these empty shelves, nothing left. And I go, unless they're getting a really, really big shipment tonight, I kind of feel like...
Oh, that sucks.
We drove 40 minutes there and 40 minutes back, and the store didn't exist. And truly, even my husband looked it up, so he wasn't mad at me. And it said that I was surrounded by stores that said permanently closed. But I'm like, this is a one-off, baby. Let's go.
So all the big box stores around that one in Crystal Lake are all closed? Or just that one is...
There's just nothing left for kids stores.
Yeah.
And then it was so annoying because I posted the video of it because it was funny. And people are like, well, yeah, those closed a while ago. I'm aware. This one said it was open. That's why I Googled it. I wasn't just driving around thinking that I was going to stumble upon a Bye Bye Baby. I went out of my way so the location that said still existed.
The internet has a use to Google things and say it's open and here's our hours.
Here, there, because there was somebody who's like, I know what. There's one in New Jersey that still is. I'm like, okay.
Of course there is. The
Thanks
Sopranos run
Coyote Ugly. I'm like, oh crap.
Coyote Ugly.
So yeah, I
Well,
don't know.
what else did you do in Crystal Lake? You stopped and get some food there at all, or you just turned around and went home?
Well, I made my husband go to the furniture store that was next door because I'm like, well, maybe they have a big kid. Well, we drove all the way out here. Maybe they have a big kid section. And he was the worst. He was like a toddler. He's just in such a bad mood. He's like, I have allergies. I'm sneezing. I'm like, okay, just
allergies.
When they were like, what are you shopping for? I'm like, apparently him. He needs a crib.
I mean, Crystal Lake is known for its high allergy zone.
Jeez.
Wow. Well, how was your weekend? Give us a highlight of your weekend right now. 312-591-8300. If you want to call up, we'd love to hear your voices this early and describe the situation if there was some kind of highlight that stands out. Maybe you work at the Crystal Lake Bye Bye Baby and you can explain the situation to Kenzie on why
Help me.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
We will get to sports around 7 o'clock, and we have to do it. We have to talk about the Bears. I don't want to, but we have to, about the debacle, the embarrassment, the disgusting nature of that game. But we're asking you about your weekend highlights. For example, Brian checked in 630. We got our first win of the season with the 9U tackle football team I coached. 12-8 win. That's a weird score. 12-8 win. Go Plainfield Junior Cats.
All right, it was one football team one that we liked.
That's right. 312-591-8300. Tell us what you did. Highlight of the weekend. Amy's checking in from Oswego. Amy, ahoy.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. How are you?
We're doing excellent. So, highlight of your weekend.
Well, yesterday was my birthday, and
happy belated.
Thank you. Well, every year I go to Sandwich Fair with my son. It's kind of a tradition, and it always usually falls around my birthday weekend.
Did you say sandwich? Did you say the Sandwich Fair? You said.
Yeah, it's out in Sandwich, Illinois.
Kenzie knows all about Sandwich.
I love Sandwich, Illinois, and they have a great fair.
Yeah.
They do. It's huge. It's wonderful. Lots of vendors, good food, good people. So, well, me and my boyfriend have been dating for about a year and a half, and he has 2 kids as well, and I have one son. And I usually go with my son every year. And yesterday was the first time I got to take my boyfriend and his oldest son, and they absolutely loved that. So that was really like a highlight, like added on to my birthday enjoyment yesterday.
Right on.
Oh, that's fun. I love that the blended family bonding. That's awesome.
Yeah, me too.
Now, Kay said something. Was there a demolition derby out there, you told him?
Yeah, demolition derby. They do tractor pulls. They do truck pulls, and they have demolition derby.
Hell yeah.
Ooh.
That's fun. A lot of power.
We had a lot of texts this year. It was really crazy. Tons of people texted in asking if we could live broadcast from the Sandwich Fair.
Yeah.
Because it's huge.
I know.
It's ridiculous.
It is. It is really, really huge. It's a huge fair. There's a lot that goes on, you know. I mean, it's cute, too, because before the demo derby, they also let little kids in Hot Wheels, and they let them bang into each other beforehand. And they have
That's awesome.
Right on. Okay, next year, we're broadcasting from the Sandwich Fair. We'll do that.
You guys promise?
Promise. You remember this recording? There's a podcast of it. 6:55.
Brian promised. I know that we have to ask corporate. I just want to put that. I'm throwing my disclaimer on it.
All right, we'll have a great continuing birthday week, Amy, because I know that's what Megan does. She makes a bit birthday week, birthday month out of it. So go for it.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah, it's going to be actually a lot of unpacking this week because we actually just moved into a house last weekend. So.
Oh, man, you're all over the place.
Wow, you have a lot of celebration going on, girl.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
All right, take care and good luck, Amy. Let's go to Nick checking in from Rosemont. Highlight of the weekend. What's up, Nick?
Hey, ahoy. What up, bro?
What's up, man?
That was the highlight of my weekend. I was supposed to go on a date with this girl Friday night. It was supposed to be like a little 4-hour ordeal, and then it just turned into 48 hours. And then...
Wait, whoa, hold up. You went on, is it a first date with a girl?
Yeah.
And it was, like how he says, it was supposed to be a 4-hour deal. 4 hours, and then we're done. We'll go separate ways. But it turned into a 48-hour deal, you said.
Yeah, we ended up getting wasted, and I bought tickets to the Cubs game. I woke up in the morning, I'm like, all right, well, I guess we're doing that. And then she stayed over again, so fuck it.
Oh, easy. Can't swear on the air. But he said they bought Cubs tickets while they were getting wasted, and then they went the next day, stayed overnight, then stayed overnight again.
I can't lie. For a guy who had a girl stay over twice in a row and seemed like he had such a nice time, he wanted to extend it 48 hours, he does not seem too excited.
Are you happy? Nick, are you happy?
No, I had fun. I'm saying this was a great weekend. That was a pretty good highlight.
Still doesn't sound too fun, does
He
it?
doesn't sound excited. He's one of those real chill guy.
Are you just tired, Nick, from the weekend then?
Yeah, I'm driving to work hungover right now. It sucks.
Well, she's still at your house now?
Oh, no way. No.
Oh, she's. That's aggressive.
Yeah, no, 2 nights, yes. 3 nights,
Absolutely.
no. Absolutely not. All right, Nick, well, thanks for the highlight. Sounds like you had a pretty good weekend. There you go. Here's Gil Curtis with your headlines before we get to sports.
This is not headline news. The escaped Pennsylvania murderer who's evaded police for almost 2 weeks has been spotted a few times. Experts believe he remained out of sight over the weekend by going in theaters showing My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3. The U.S. is experiencing a laxative shortage, most likely because that Delta passenger from last week used them all up on one flight. In sports, the first Sunday of NFL football went down yesterday. Evidently, the Cincinnati Bengals didn't get the memo. And Dave Stewart of the Eurythmics turned 71 on Saturday. He celebrated with a new song, Sweet Dreams Are Made of Watching Reruns of CSI. This is not headline news.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.